Hey YouTubers, Starfire here. So I wasn't able to do the Flash review last night because I was gone. But I watched the episode earlier today and the review's just now getting done, so I apologize for the delay. Anyway, it's season 4, episode 5 called Girls Night Out. So what I liked about this episode was just how funny it was, a lot of the humor, the moments that we got between the guys and the girls. And also just the not so funny moments, the dramatic moments and the emotional moments. And like for instance, Joe being freaked out and worried about having a kid again because of the age that he is, and having to go through all of that again, and just everybody's encouragement in you raised Iris alone, and when Barry came to live with them, he raised him alone, and he was able to do it. So I mean, it's going to be scary and it's going to be hard because Cecile even said she was scared, and I'm glad that he told her that and that they communicated that information and worked it out instead of hiding things, because that tends to happen a lot with these shows. But I'm just glad that they talked about it, and that she also admitted that she was scared because she's at a point in her life where she feels that she's successful with her job, and she's worried about having to go through all of it again. And so I'm glad that they're going to support each other, and they're going to just do this because they love each other so much, and I think that's great. And then, of course, we have the bachelorette and bachelor parties, and we see that Cecile's daughter... Okay, well, first let me say that they started out at the West House, and Cisco was showing home videos of Barry and Iris, and that's when Joe saw how young he was and realized, how scary it is having a kid again and stuff. And then Ralph Dibny showed up. Yeah, Dibny is his name, right? And he's like, this party's lame. Let's go have some fun. So they go to the club where he's pretty known, and Barry actually gets drunk because Cisco concocts an elixir that actually makes Barry drunk. And he didn't realize how strong it was going to be, which I knew was going to be what happened because Cisco always messes something up usually. And I'm not meaning that in a mean way. I'm just saying that usually something always goes wrong with what he creates. But anyway, it was funny to watch Barry like that though, because he kept saying he was the Flash and people were just laughing at him. And it was just really funny because he doesn't want... most of the world knows that he's the Flash, but not everybody does. So him saying, I am the Flash, and being all drunk and saying it was just really funny. And then the girls had to deal with a little bit more of an ordeal, because this snake-eyed weird guy came and showed up at the party. And seriously, Felicity is hilarious. She's so funny. And they had her at the party with them, and this guy comes, and she thought he was a stripper, and Caitlin knew him because he was after her. And she ended up turning into Killer Frost, and they had to deal with all of that, and she came up against this woman, Amunet, I think that's how you say it, who's played by Katie Sackhoff. Katie Sackhoff. So for you Battlestar Galactica fans, she was in that. I actually haven't watched the more recent Battlestar Galactica. I watched the original one from the 1970s, but it's pretty cool that she was in The Flash, so yeah. Anyway, she came up against her, and I don't know. I thought that it was nice seeing that whole, like, struggle that Caitlyn was having, you know, between wanting to completely be Killer Frost or be Caitlyn. And so, you know, because that's her alter ego. So, like, Caitlyn's always in there somewhere. But if Killer Frost is, like, taking over, then there's very little of Caitlyn that you see. So, I liked that we kind of saw that struggle with her a little bit. And that, you know, her and Iris kind of became closer and connected a little bit more from the experience that happened, because all of them experienced it, and that Iris let her, you know, wanted Caitlyn to be her maid of honor, which I thought was really sweet, because they never really had been, like, super close friends, and so I just think that it's nice that, you know, she chose her to be her maid of honor. And the guys they had to deal with stuff. I mean, Joe talking to Cecile's daughter, I don't even remember her name right now, I'm so sorry, who was working at the place, and she was all about feminism, and she kind of realized that she wasn't there for the reasons that she wanted to be, and so she was going to quit, and yeah. I love that the girls, like, took control, though, and they, you know, Iris is like, we're strong women, like, hashtag feminism, and, like, you know, helped Caitlyn and did what they had to do, and, that, like, I don't know if they necessarily helped Caitlyn, but they were there, like, and they saw the situation and what happened. So, I just liked the way they came together as a team and did that, and the guys are just funny to watch. I mean, Wells is great. I like Earth 2 Wells a lot. And Ralph Dibny, he annoys me sometimes because of, like, the remarks he makes, but I think that he's kind of a nice addition to the show. And I just like the direction they're going with a lot of it this season. I feel like, you know, they're really just having a lot of humor and a lot of just, like, light. It's more light. It's lighter than it has been, and it's more fun, and there's more humor. But there's also that balance of the dramatic and the emotional in there as well. So I think that it's doing a really good job of playing both of those sides, and instead of just having so much of one. You know, there's that balance that makes it work. So, I'm enjoying that, and yeah. And then, like, the guy that was up on chains, like, what's the deal with him? Because I know at the end, I think it was a thinker that he was, like, talking to or something. So I'm kind of wondering what's going to go on with that. Is this guy a metahuman? Like, what's up with that? So, yeah. Yeah, I liked seeing all those things. I don't think I really had anything I didn't like so much. I usually don't have a whole lot that I dislike about The Flash. Even, like, when Raven's here with me, like, we usually go on rants about, like, West Allen and talk about things like that. So, I just thought it was funny, too, that Ralph Dibny didn't even think that Barry was being serious about his bachelor party and that he was getting married. Excuse me. You know, and then when, like, they were toasting at Iris's bachelorette party, like, to Allen or Mrs. and she's like West Allen. I love how she, like, has, you know, the West Allen. It's always gonna be West Allen. As a couple, as her hyphenated last name, like, it's always going to be Iris West Allen. And I like that she emphasized that. So, yeah. This episode was pretty pretty funny. There was a lot of great moments. Yeah, like, I just want to know more about what's happening with this guy. I don't even remember his name. I was watching the episode in Starbucks, and it was really crowded in there, so there were some things that I probably couldn't hear very well, and I was watching it, but, you know, it's easy to get distracted if there's people around you and there's talking going on and there's noise happening with, like, the machines and things like that. So, I pretty much got the gist of what was going on in the episode, and it was great. But the stuff about that guy, and then the whole, like, Amunet and all that stuff, I get it, and I know that, like, Killer Frost had to deal with that, and Caitlin's struggle, and all of that stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, if you guys have information about that, and you have predictions, and you have, like, answers and information about it, I would love to hear all of it in the comments or on Twitter, whichever you prefer. And yeah, I liked the episode a lot, and it was funny, and I'm just, like I said, I'm enjoying the season, and I look forward to more humor and moments like this, because next week it's called When Harry Met Harry, so probably gonna see some Wells related stuff, but yeah. Alright, well, that's pretty much all I have to say. If I missed anything, just mention it, or whatever. I think I did okay, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, comment, like, subscribe, share. I will post this on Twitter, like always, and I'm really sorry that I didn't get to live tweet the episode. I know that you guys look forward to that each week, because I've been doing that this season, so far, and I will definitely do it next week. I just wasn't able to do it last night, and I forgot why. Why wasn't it? Oh, I know why. Anyway, so yeah. I won't be going out. I won't be out as late next Tuesday, so I'll be able to watch the episode. Anyway, yeah. So, I guess until next time, keep believing in the impossible.